Hey there, losers. Your commissioner here doing a quick review of week 3. Let's start out with the most important game of the weekend. Really was Ass Clowns, yours truly, versus Chronic Roaches. I owe it all to the mighty Miami Dolphins and letting that running back get all those touchdowns, both receiving and running in. He would have had more, but they actually had to pull him off to put another running back in who would score 4 more touchdowns. So thank you, Miami Dolphins. Also, a big shout out to Deebo Samuel, who had a huge night on Thursday night that kind of got me rolling the whole weekend. Chronic Roach's side, he's normally been dominating in points. I think this is his lowest point total of the season, so he took a step back. Had a decent day with Hurts, but everyone else, no one really came out for him except Brown. Watt is his solid defensive guy. He kills with Watt every freaking week, so that keeps him in the loop. But better luck on Roger next year. He had no chance against the mighty Ass Clowns. Next up, I think we need to take a moment of silence for this. I think this might be the first time ever that contract year is 3-0. I don't think that's ever happened. So congratulations to contract year. Riding on the power of Heber for the Chargers. Had a good solid day with most of his lineup there. Whipping Boys, even with Josh Allen, just couldn't put up the points he needed, but it did boil down to a 1-point game, or a little less, actually 1.1 game. It was funny, the night before, on Monday night, it was locked at 1 point. I took a screenshot because we've seen these swap by the next morning. But Contractor squeaks out with a win, putting him to 3-0. Congratulations, Michael. All right, let's look at... I'm just going to call him Mr. Domination because here we go. Dan Happy is just killing it. He just pans out. He just puts up points. That's all he freaking does is put up points. He's going to grade his only loss. He's going to lose Williams to IR, but everybody he's playing is just killing it. Even when his defensive guys let him down, his other guys pick up the slack for him. And now we need to really talk about Waller's Flying Circus. I'm seeing a true problem with our newest member and how he's looking at his lineup. For one, here's a good rule. Just some advice, Abdul. You want to start someone when that's empty. You want to put a person in there who will get you points. See, if you don't put a person in there, you don't get any points. You also want to make sure that person is playing. So that's something else you want to do. I've seen that before. You put in these guys that are out. So you want to check that. Sunday morning is your time to check those things. Just a little friendly reminder for your commissioner. And I think we're going to have an intervention with him. He's got to walk away from these Giants. It's sad when Madison is getting more points than your quarterback. You are in serious trouble in fantasy football. So that's putting Waller's Flying Circus at 0-3. We'll hope he can recover. I'm hoping to see some add and drops and maybe just get rid of some Giants so we can actually win some games. But let's keep going. All right. Next up is, my gal, Gridiron Skirts. Dom fucking Nation. Holy cow, she's just killing it. Jefferson, her number 1 pick, has been stellar every week. Davante Adams had a huge day. Even with Trevor Lawrence not doing that much, she still put up huge points. And on the flip side, we've got Miko, who is a little bit of I'm a little bit confused. I think he drafted like Kurt Warner or Kirk Cousins, like 3rd or 4th round, yet he sits on his bench and he sticks with Dak Prescott. So Dak is sitting at around 16 to 20 points, and loser Kirk, though, let's just take a look here. Total domination. I mean, every week he's just putting up huge points, so I have no idea what Miko is doing or what his strategy is. But Amanda, good Lord, she was worried about her defense not panning out, but with Garrett getting 27 points, he just took care of basically 3/4 of all the defensive points she needed to score. So I don't know what she's doing, but she is doing it well. So she's dominating at 3-0. Pretty shameful for the rest of us when a rookie comes in and dominates like this, but I'm so damn proud of her. Anyway, finally, we have the other big dominator in our league is Brad Burrows with Promiscuous Kniz. He has been killing it every week. Huge days from Jackson, huge days from Hill, huge days from Allen. Everything else just kind of falls into place for him, but he's getting these huge point totals. Mullet Militia. This is kind of odd. I haven't seen Lauren kind of poop out in points like this, but I think Justin Fields is killing him. I think his running back is killing him. I think both his running backs are killing him. So, I don't know. I think Lauren has to sit down with his GM and really look at their lineup going forward in the future. All right, guys, that's it for last week. Everyone did as well as they could do. The most important thing is that I won. So real quick, we'll look at next week's matchups. All right, we have 1 and 2s going up against each other, Ass Clowns and Whipping Boys. We've got Chronic Roaches looking to get back on his winning streak. Has a good opportunity playing against Abdul. Abdul, really look at that lineup because Yahoo is not digging where you're at right now. Contract Year wants to keep his roll going to go to 4-0. He's up against Mikko's Marauders. Michael, if you're any luck, Mikko will start Dak Prescott again and he'll win again. Dan's going up against Mullet Militia. Dan's on a roll. He is the guy you fear most. I think it's down to him and Amanda. And then this is the matchup I'm most excited about. We got our 2 3-0s going up against each other. Gridiron Skirts and Vermicious Canids. Should be a fun day for both of them. I'm happy. I'm going to hope we watching football with both of them on Sunday, and we'll see how they treat each other. I hope they treat each other with respect and aren't too mean to each other while they play against each other. All right, guys, that's it for this week. Good luck to everybody except Whipping Boys. Go Ass Clowns. Go Vikings. Talk to you next week. Burger!